What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 9, and today we are returning with an absolutely massive episode, probably the biggest episode of the series so far. Our first game of 4 massive ones today is at home to second place Ipswich Town in a battle between the top 2 at Villa Park. What a game to start off with. Then we've got Swansea at home in the Carabao Cup quarter-final stages as well, as we aim to get through the semi-finals. Then Leeds away at Ellen Road to begin December, and in my club, Millwall at home is the 4th and final game today. So yeah, 4 huge games in the Championship and in the Carabao Cup as well. Can we come through, extend the gap at the top of the table and reach the Carabao Cup semi-finals? Well, the first game is Ipswich, so let's find out if we can win that one.
Well, it's very early in the season, but we have the top 2 involved today, and it could have a lot of significance down the road a ways. We're moments away. Join us for the kickoff, and it's live.
Because if we do, we're going 4 points clear at the top of the table, 19 games in. Yeah, what a huge game to start off with then. First playing host to second in the top of the table clash, and I am just super excited for this game, but also quite nervous as well, because if Ipswich do win, that'll end that undefeated start at Villa Park, and they'll leapfrog us in the table as well. So much riding on this game, really, for both teams, even so early on in the season. So 3-5-2, our team for the game, our normal league line that we ordinarily play, but one change, no Snodgrass in the first 11, Andre Green is back in, because I like his pace down that left-hand side. So yes, it is Ipswich Town. It is the big title clash already in the first start of the season. Who's going to come on top in the big first meeting between the 2 early pace setters?
A side with a wonderful home record, but matched really by the team with the best away record. Should be a very intriguing contest here. Can't wait.
Really looking forward to this game, Martin, as are the fans inside this stadium.
Great start to the game, quarter of an hour in, still tied at 0-0. A draw's not a bad result in this one though, to be honest. We also had our unbeaten run, and our clean sheet run ended by Queen's Park Rangers in the last episode in that 2-1 defeat. Then we just about beat Sunderland. That was only our first win in, what, 3, I think it was. So, yeah, not an amazing run of form for Aston Villa, despite what was a brilliant run heading into the international break. The international break killed us, really. It killed our momentum, but in this game, I'll take a draw. I'll definitely take a draw and just prevent Ipswich from winning. But here is Green crossing, and Bustos couldn't control it, and Selena will get it away. Yeah, very poor start to this game. Really scrappy, really tense, really cagey. I guess with so much at stake, you can understand that. However, I would like it to pick up at some point, so I do need some highlights to show you. As Selena finds Ken locked down left-hand side, but not highlights for Ipswich Town, please. Emir Hughes on the ball, drags one across. Oh, he missed everyone. And then Dominic Iorfa tests Sam Johnston, who makes a good save low down to his left-hand side. First shot taken by Ipswich's right back, as they very nearly went in front 25 minutes in. And Ipswich now beginning to apply a little bit of pressure here. Half an hour into the game, Waghorn finds his man on the edge of the area, who tries his luck and bends one just wide of Johnston's right post. Still 0-0, but it's Ipswich who have made the brighter start to the game, and we can definitely feel the nerves. We scraped a victory over Sunderland here just a few nights ago. And right now, we're struggling to string things together. This is a little bit worrying. Henry Lansbury to Clint Dempsey. And Dempsey's going to play it back to his American bro, Eric Palmer-Brown. And he'll give it him back. Dempsey has a man asking for it in Lansbury. Kodjia could be through. Kodjia could be through. Kodjia! Oh, yes! Makes it 1-0 to Aston Villa in the big top of the table clash with a wonderful goal. That cameraman needs firing as we take the lead at a very slow build-up, but a lovely through ball by Lansbury. And Kodjia, with the deftest of chips, loops it over the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. A brilliant finish by number 22. Was voted player of the month last month. A little bit controversial, that one, very debatable, but he's definitely picked his form up of late. Another goal, and it's 1-0. We did target. Oh, what a ball. What a ball. Clint, what can you do? You might need a teammate, or can you do it alone? You got a man through in Scott Hogan. Hogan! Oh, great save by the goalkeeper and turn onto the post. Iorfa clears it away as well. Off the woodwork, as you almost made it 2-0. So I was going to say, we did target 15 plus goals for Jonathan at the start of the season. Started off poorly, then picked it up, but that could have been 2-0 there. What a ball it was to set Dempsey through. And a really good save there prevents us from doubling our lead. But can he provide the heroics again? No! Because Jonathan's bagged the brace just before the break. Aston Villa 2, Ipswich Town 0. And what a time to strike just before half-time. That is going to kick the stuffing out of the Tractor Boys as we pull up their crops and try and extend the gap to 4 points. I don't know what that means. But it's 2-0 to Aston Villa. What a lovely finish. That was a great goal by Johnny Boy as well there. Nice little 1-2 with Scott Hogan. He gets round his defender and then levers one in with the left foot past the goalkeeper for his 8th goal of the championship season. Yeah, he's definitely picked it up, baby. And at this rate, he's going to exceed 15 goals, no doubt about it. So this is why he was voted player of the month. Now he's on fire. And as we head into the break, 2 goals to the good in a massive title clash. So early on in the season, the fans are in good voice, and unsurprisingly so. Shaky start, but we've really turned it round. I have absolutely no idea what that line meant, by the way. Pulling up their crops and extending the gap at the top of the table. I don't know how that works at all. My grandparents have lived and worked on a farm their entire life. You would have thought I could have thought of a better pun that's farming related, really. It's Martin Waghorn for Ipswich. They try and start a late fight back here, but Selena's volley goes wide of the post. They had a really decent start. There's a spell of pressure between the 15 and 30 minutes marks where Ipswich were playing quite well. But since then, they've not really done much. And like I said before the break when we scored our second goal, that really kicked the stuffing out of them. Since then, they've not really attacked us at all. And as we still lead by 2, it looks like the points are going to be in the bag as long as we keep our discipline late on. And we could possibly have a 3rd goal here. Codger off at hat-trick, finds Scott Hogan instead. And that's an easy save for the goalkeeper straight at him. Should have been free. Should have been the game put to bed. But a terrible finish there, and it's still 2-0. Ipswich do get a goal here. We'll be feeling a little bit nervous heading into the final 10 minutes. It's Selena on the ball finding his man. And that is a lovely goal from just outside the area. And it's now our 3rd straight game without a clean sheet when our run of 7 straight was ended. Now, we've conceded from leading by 2 before and thrown away points. We did that against Burton Albion last month. And as Ipswich make it 2-1 there's 9 minutes to go. This game is not over yet. And now Selena through to his man. Oh, shot blocked by Palmer Brown and turned behind for a corner. Ipswich ending the game very, very strong, as we're still leading by 1. In goes the corner. Jedinak heads it away to Jordan Spence. Come on, lads. Don't throw these points away late on. Don't throw away what will be a massive victory. That should be the game. Just waiting for the finals to come any second now. And there it is. Right on cue. Once again, we escaped just like the last game. We led by 2, but watched our opponents half the deficit. But once again, we closed out the victory, and it's a massive one for Aston Villa. And you see what it means to the players on the pitch. We go 4 points clear at the top of the table. Long way to go, though, and this is still being a shaky run for us. Really weird game, though, because the stats suggest there weren't many chances, but actually I thought there were quite a lot. I guess just the chances were all really good ones. But yeah, 2 on the final score. And it was a fun game to play, but I'm glad we got through with the win. And for Johnny Boy as well, bagging a brace up top, helping us get this win. He's picked his form up, and with 8 goals to the Championship too, if he can maintain this good goal scoring run of form heading into December, heading into January, I'm sure we can pull away at the top of the table. Now 4 points clear, let's extend it even further. And I do say shaky, we have won 2 of our last 3, but the wins haven't been convincing. That's the best way of putting it. But we got Swansea for the second of 4 games today. Now it's the Carabao Cup quarter-finals, and once again, despite us reaching quite a late stage in the competition, we're still fielding a weakened side and trusting the backup brigade. So 4-2-3-1, lots of changes. Well, all changes to the lineup. 11 changed in total, believe it or not, as we get into the game, and hopefully we'll make it through to the semis. It's going to be a tall order against Premier League opposition again, but we knocked out Newcastle, so why not Swansea? Let's get the win. I'll take this competition seriously if we get to the final, which is, you know, still a long way away from that being a very strong possibility. As Gabby, oh, well, maybe it's not a long way away, makes it 1-0, and Gabby Agbonlahor makes it Aston Villa 1, Swansea 0, a product of the youth academy, playing for a contract with his deal up come the end of the summer, latches onto an Elmo through ball and drills it past the keeper and into the bottom corner. What a perfect start, and we take the lead early. I was shocked by that. I mean, Gabby doesn't quite have the pace anymore, or so I thought, but he blitzed past the defenders and a really good finish to match as well, as he gave us the early lead, and now we're looking to extend it too. Playing some good football right now, knocking it around the park and looking comfortable in possession. Rico Henry to Albert Adoma, played so well together against Newcastle. nothing given, and Kyle Bartley clears. I think it was just a missed kick, to be fair, so no complaints from me, but for a moment I was thinking, that's got to be a penalty. I think the referee called it right. Corner for Swansea soon afterwards, dealt with temporarily, but Britain finds Wilfred Bonney though on the Ivorian on the edge of the area, dribbles out and finds Jay Fulton, through to Nathan Dyer. Goes back to Leon Brittu, tries his luck, and that's not too far wide, but Galini did have it covered. Still 1-0. Good start to this game here. Swansea trying to get back into it, but we've looked good on the ball. We're already leading by 1 as well. I'm very encouraged by this start for a B team. This has been a really good start. So we're about to get underway here at Villa Park for the second half, as we're still leading by 1. Not too many chances in the first half. Both teams played some really good football, some really neat, easy on the eye stuff, attractive, short, neat passing, but there weren't too many chances to report. I'm glad we took the first one we got though, as we still lead by 1, but don't rule Swansea out. The second half to come, they are the Premier League team, they are the favourites. I expect them at some point to really up the intensity and go for that equalising goal. As Harry Hayne finds Albert Adoma, and Adoma finds Onuma, and I could release Gabby there, and I've done so. Agbonlahor for 2-0, yes! Gabby Agbonlahor back in the team tonight, bagging a brace and making it 2-0 6 minutes after the restart. Lovely build-up once again. The passing tonight from both teams has been really pleasant. Very, very good short passing game for this goal. A lovely through by Onuma there. I thought for a second he might have strayed a fraction offside. Evidently timed his run perfectly. And I think it was Kyle Bartley. Might have been playing just onside. But once again, another great finish. 2-0 to Aston Villa. And the decision to put Gabby in the team has paid off. Playing for a contract, Gabby Agbonlahor said it in the first half, and whilst I did say earlier in the series that he wasn't going to get a new one, at this rate, I'll be considering it. Let's just say that, as Harry Hayne finds Bjarnason. Oh, I just couldn't release Gabby. I really wanted a hat-trick. Nathan Dyer to Leroy Fer. Wilfred Bonney, 2-1. And for the third straight game, we've let a 2-0 lead slip initially, but for the third straight game, can we close it out? Good finish by the Ivorian there. And in his second stint at Swansea, Wilfred Bonney has fired the Welsh club right back in it. 2.5 minutes to go. We're still leading by 1. Can we hang on to this win and make it into the Carabao Cup semi-finals? Leroy Fer gives it to Angel Rangel. And the fullback on the turn rolls it inside, and that is going to be a free kick there. A slight trip by Elmo, and what a chance for the Swans. It's stoppage time. Bonney's going to take it, not be in the area. Quite surprising, but he does whip one into the centre anyway, and that's why he was taking it. He picked out Leroy Fer, but Galini made a pretty simple save, and I would like to think that the referee is going to blow for the final whistle, and that will be the game, and there it is. And so for the third straight game, we win by the same scoreline. Aston Villa 2, Swansea 1, and we've done it. We've survived. We're into the Carabao Cup semi-finals. I did not think this would be possible. Fielding a backup side for every single game. We've now knocked out 2 Premier League oppositions, and it is great to know that right now we keep on getting drawn at home, but whoever we face in the semi-finals will have to play at least one of those legs away, which is a bit of a shame, but a 2-1 victory. We're still undefeated at Villa Park all season long, and for man who actually's got to go to Gabby. Onuma got 8.9 as well, but Gabby bagging that brace, playing for that contract, and right now, he's certainly making me question whether he deserves one. Into the Carabao Cup semi-finals, delighted with it. And Spurs beat Chelsea on penalties. Burnley beat Derby by 2-1. And Norwich beat Fulham in an all-championship affair. So there's 2 championship sides left, 2 Premier League sides left. Now their game's been played, we should be able to see who will be taken on straight away once the game gets us back to the main menu. There we are. And Henry says, cheers for the playing time. No worries, son. You've got that pace we all love. So let's find out who will be taken on in the Carabao Cup semi-finals, hoping for the other championship team. But let's find out. That's the FA Cup. Let's find out. It's going to be Burnley, and I believe the first leg will be away at Turf Moor. Spurs versus Norwich is the other tie, so it could be an all-Premier League final, could be an all-Championship final, could be Premier League versus Championship, but yeah, Aston Villa, oh no, it's at home first. Aston Villa at home, the first tie, and then the second tie will be away at Turf Moor on the 23rd of January. So yes, booked our place in the Carabao Cup semi-finals, and Sean Dyche, we're coming for you, son. That B team is coming for you. And as we head into the 1st of December as well, we have an academy update too, so we can take a look at our youth players currently in the system. Joel Allen, who we picked up in the last episode, still looks really, really decent there. 61 overall, 72 92 potential, but can't promote him just yet as he's just 15. And the others look quite good too, including Toby Lewis, who I must say may not have a great overall right now, but has a good high potential range between 85 and 94 to begin with. So yeah, the youth squad's looking quite good. It's very early days, but 4 decent young talents there. It's just a shame that a Scout Future Star didn't really work out for us in the last episode. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Not again. Jonathan Kodjia has won Player of the Month for the 2nd straight year. He's won it back to back, for those who didn't get the reference. And yeah, he's really picked it up, hasn't he? His recent run of form has been really, really good. He's banging them in left, right, and centre right now. And he's now the 5th highest scorer in the championship too. So Johnny Boy is finally starting to pick it up and show us all why we were so excited about him at the start of the season. Deserved. And yeah, I promise not to rap ever again. Maybe not ever. But I promise not to rap in the next 5 episodes. Let's start there. I learned the game from William Wesley. You can never check me. Stop. So we're off to Ellen Road for the 3rd of 4 games today as we head back to the Championship to take on Leeds United. Currently sitting in mid-table, but not too many points away from a playoff place right now. But for us, we're aiming to stay top of the table and extend our gap out the top as well. So we head back to our normal league lineup for the game, 3-5-2, with 1 change over our win against Ipswich, and that's Snodgrass in the first 11 with Green on the bench. What do you think the odds are on the scoreline tonight, by the way? 2-1? I mean, that's definitely got to be evens at the very least. I mean, it's crazy right now. Every single game is 2-1. Every single game follows the same pattern, but Lee's trying to change that early with that shot going just over the bar. It's weird. It's just weird right now. Every game is sort of being played the same way. I don't mind too much. We keep on winning the games, that's for sure. But it is worth noting that our away form this season has not been the best. It's it's been good enough to keep us top of the table, but all of our wins. The majority of our wins have come from home. And the only 2 times we've lost this season have both been away. That was, of course, against Reading and then the last episode against QPR. So you've got to be wary that when we go on the road, we're not quite the same team. And obviously, the first 2 games today were at home. The final game is going to be at home as well. We love playing in front of our fans at the whole end of Villa Park. But when we're away from home, we're not quite the same threat as we are when we are in front of our fans, with Saiz on the ball, looking dangerous early, finding Dallas inside, and oh, well, I was going to say right on cue, Lasoga, one of my former career mode beasts, almost made it 1-0 there, firing that shot wide, but again, got to be wary of our threat on the road. We're not quite the same team. Right now, this man's pulling the strings as well, that number 21, back towards Phillips. He turns Robert Snodgrass, gives it him back, got a man mark him, as Vieira gives it back towards Phillips, and Leeds build a chance here with some good passing. Dallas now on the ball, finds Luke Ayling down the right-hand side, and the right-back finds Lasoga. Oh, what a save, Sam Johnston. Brilliant stop. Lasoga, lovely ball through to Roof here down the right-hand side as we approach the hour mark. Leeds United looking so strong in this game. We are lucky right now to still be tied at 0-0. Saiz on the ball finds Lasoga, who backs into Palmer Brown and finds Dallas, who puts it wide at the post. How many times are we going to get let off the hook? This game has been controlled by the hosts. We've done nothing, and I cannot believe it's still 0-0. I would take this point. I would take this point and a return to clean sheets. Well, I did say it. You know, our form probably couldn't have been described as shaky because we were winning games, but we weren't winning them convincingly, and we've really struggled in this game to put 2 passes together, let alone get shots on goal. With Lasoga on the ball, back towards Saiz. He'll roll it through to the German, who goes for goal, and that was coming. That was coming. 22 minutes to go. Lasoga, one of the bros from the Hertha Berlin save, the main man of that career mode way back in the day, gives the host the lead, and they take the lead with 22 minutes to go. Nice little 1-2 by Saiz, who's been pulling the strings in this game, and that's a wonderful strike by the German. 1-0 Leeds United, and they fully deserve it. 12 minutes to go in the second half. We're still trailing by 1, and it's still all Leeds in this game. Luke Ayling down the right-hand side finds Kemar Roof. And Roof gets around his man and crosses, and it's a nice dummy there as Lasoga went for goal, but was denied by Johnston. They should be home and dry in this game. They should be 2, 3, 4 goals to the good. We've done nothing, and Johnston is single-handedly keeping us in this game. Well, it's safe to say that is one of our worst performances of the season. Final score, Leeds United 1, Aston Villa 0, and it could have been much worse in the end. Thankfully, it was only a 1-goal loss, but either way, it is a loss. It's our 3rd defeat of the season. They've all come away from home as Leeds get the win, and will try and start their playoff push once again. But for us, no other way of putting it, other than the fact that that was unacceptable. I can't believe that. Not a single shot on target. They controlled the possession battle as well. It was just a really poor game. Really poor game. And I can't understand why we play so badly. Saiz man of the match, he was pulling the strings in this game. I can't understand why we play so badly. We had no fitness problems at all. We'd won our last 3. But that game just did not work out for us at all. We got Millwall at home next. They're still in the relegation zone, and we right now are, well, we're going to be top 2. Are we still top? Yeah, for the time being, 3 points clear. But yeah, no, that was a bad game. That was a really bad game, all I can say. However, hopefully we will respond, because as we welcome Neil Harris and his Lions for the 4th and final game today, we're back at Villa Park. I'm so pleased to be home. And as Millwall right now is still in the relegation zone and we are still top, I fancy our chances of returning to winning ways. So same 3-5-2, not going to abandon it of course, but a few changes to the lineup. Dale Fry is going to step into our back three, and John Terry, not part of the matchday squad at all, just needs a rest, old John. Green's going to start on left-hand side midfield ahead of Snodgrass. Huri Hain is in the DM area ahead of Lansbury. And also Ben Brereton gets the nod up top ahead of Hogan. So yeah, 4 changes for the game, and hopefully a change in result and performance as well. Don't get me wrong, I would love to play favouritism here and give Millwall a much-needed win in their bid to stay up, but now we got an undefeated home record, and I want to see it continue as Ben Brereton fires it past Jordan Archer and justifies his selection. Aston Villa 1, Millwall 0. It's patty cake time with Andre Green as 2 of our hottest young talents celebrate together, and we have the early goal. Archer beaten as we broke clear of the back line. A quick little 1-2 between Ben and Jonathan, and a really nice finish as well. 1-0. Lost his throw to Jedinak, gets it back down the right hand side and tries to get around Meredith here, and has done so a little bit fortunately, but has won a corner off George Saville as well. That was really lucky. I had no idea where I was going there. I had no idea in my mind what I was doing, but did win a corner, which Jordan Archer prevents Kodjia from making it 2-0. Fast start from Villa, as you would expect. And there is our second goal. Jonathan with another, makes it Aston Villa 2, Millwall 0. Heads in the Clint Dempsey corner. We double our lead just before the 19th minute mark. Corner from Millwall. Jed Wallace takes it. Sam Johnston clears. And Aidan O'Brien wins it in the air. Wallace now skips around a man, crosses to Tom Elliott at the far post, and that is a really good, I was going to say really good fingertip save by Sam Johnston. In the end, he got nothing on it, but Elliott there, who has got strength in the air, almost heading into the far corner. Still 2-0, but based on our defensive play, can't take nothing for granted at all. Lions far from finished. Missed a trick there as well. Could have said Lions far from tamed. Would have been better, but as we established earlier, I'm not really one for puns. Is that even a pun? I don't know. 22.5 minutes to go in the game. We are still leading by 2-0 as Andre Green finds an opening, gets away, and Brereton could be through. He's got the pace. Now it's a question of finishing, but instead he won't get the chance to finish because Byron Webster takes him down, and that is definitely going to be a straight no card decision, which has baffled me really, because I mean I'm pretty sure that should be a straight red card. Last man, Brereton going through one-on-one, and the referee has given nothing. What is that? Is that even a? Yeah, it is a penalty, but I'm surprised it's not even a booking. Really? Okay, fair enough. But Jonathan's going to take it. Our top scorer going to go to the top right-hand side. Can we find it? Yes, we can. As Archer stays home, and Aston Villa make it 3-0. Kodjia with the finish. Our top scorer does it again. 9 for the year. Actually, just realising, because he scored earlier in the game, it's now 10 goals for the season for Jonathan. Absolutely love it. And again, at the start of the season, we were saying 15 goals, that's the minimum requirement. Had such a poor start, I was thinking, actually, maybe he's not going to get to 10. Well, he has got to 10, and I'm delighted, as that is a penalty. What? Oh, well, it's off Jedinak, so it must have been a push. I was going to say, that couldn't have been Sam Johnston. He won the ball cleanly. But Millwall have got a penalty, and a chance for them to get something for their travels. You want to see that back on the replay there. Was there a push? Jedinak didn't touch him. What? He didn't touch him. Jedinak didn't even touch him. How is that? I don't know. But it's a penalty. Really? I mean, if it was off Johnston, he was the one to make contact, but he won the ball. But Steve Morrison, old Silver Fox, takes it, and Johnston makes the save. For a moment I thought he was going to squirm under his body and go into the back of the net, but Sam gets the decision right to go to the right hand side. It's still 3-0, and I'll call that justice there. I'll call that justice. That was a bizarre game for refereeing decisions, I'll say that much, but it was exactly what we needed in the end. A return to clean sheets after 6 games without one, a big 3-0 victory as well, a convincing win, our first in a while, and Jonathan Kodjia into double digits as well. Gotta love that. I can't work out what decision was worse, at least in my opinion. the lack of card for Byron Webster or the penalty given to Millwall towards the end. But in the end, it didn't matter. We won the game. We deserved it. Millwall didn't play that badly, actually. They had a couple of shots, but really, I felt we were in control for the most part. And no surprises for man of the match. Johnny Boy into double digits, back-to-back player of the month. And right now, his goals are keeping us top of the table as Ipswich drew with Middlesbrough as well, who weren't many points behind too. Right now, we are top. We are going, is that 5 points clear? I think it is. Yep, 5 points clear at the top of the table, and that is a really good way to end today's episode with 4 games remaining in December as we approach the halfway point in the season. But that will end today's episode of Career Mode, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love, have a great day, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.